Caitlin is rested, ready to be her best after off-season recharge. After a year in which Caitlin Clark lived in the national spotlight, the Indiana Fever star finally had what she hadn't enjoyed in a long time, a real off-season. For the first time since she was in middle school, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer and now centerpiece of the Fever and WNBA wasn't rushing from one basketball season to the next. No Final Four to prepare for. No USA basketball commitments on the immediate horizon. No whirlwind travel schedule. Unless you count the occasional speaking engagement or round of golf. Even when she recorded her latest national commercials, brands such as State Farm and Gatorade came to her in Indianapolis. Now firmly rooted in Indy, Clark used this rare off-season to rest, recharge, and prepare for her second WNBA season. Even though she values her time away from the spotlight, she accepts and embraces her role as one of the faces of women's basketball. And in true Caitlin Clark fashion, she's doing it all with grace, humor, and unmatched competitive drive. Since her breakout sophomore season at Iowa, Clark has been in near-constant motion. The year-round cycle of college basketball, off-season training, and personal interests left little room for rest. But this off-season, that changed for Time Magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year. Clark didn't spend all her off-season in the gym. She also made time for a little fun. As the Fever's season concluded, fans wondered about her next move. Would she participate in off-season leagues? Head overseas? Clark's comments hinted at a different kind of activity, and it went over the heads of many. With a touch of her characteristic humor, she joked about becoming a professional golfer. "Now everyone thinks I'm such a good golfer," she later said at Pelican Golf Club in Clearwater, Florida, ahead of her first of two pro-ams. "I set myself up for failure with that." But when Clark puts her mind to something, she's all in. After the season, she practiced at local courses and hired a golf pro to get her prepared. At the pro-am prior to the Annika Sorenstam's LPGA event in November, she played the front nine with World No. 1 Nelly Korda and the back nine with the legendary Sorenstam. "I've practiced a little bit, and I just had the quote about becoming a professional golfer," Clark said. "Everybody thought I was serious. I was not serious. I love it. I love being outside and making it competitive with my friends. That's what's been fun about it." Clark's presence at the first Pro-Am boosted ticket sales by 1,200%. By the time she arrived at the 18th green, hundreds of patrons were waiting to get a glimpse of Clark in a different arena. Other groups had only a handful of spectators. Clark is one of the most in-demand pro athletes in the world. That has empowered her to decline potentially lucrative deals and appearances, such as a 7-figure salary and equity in startup 3x3 League Unrivaled, and an invitation from the NBA to participate in a shooting contest as part of All-Star Weekend in San Francisco. Rather than overextend herself, she prioritized her individual training and off-season work. Also, she wants her first three-point contest to be in Indianapolis, which will host the WNBA All-Star Weekend for the first time in July. Clark has involved herself in many other activities, including serving as a producer for Full Court Press, a docuseries on ESPN Plus in conjunction with Peyton Manning's Omaha Productions that follows the lives of several elite women's college basketball players. She was featured in the first season. Clark was a special guest on Indianapolis native David Letterman's Netflix show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. Tickets to the private taping at Ball State University sold out in minutes. Then the NFL, the strongest brand in sports, wanted to hear from Clark. So they invited her to the owners' meetings in Palm Beach, Florida, to speak on a panel with Serena Williams and Eli Manning, cementing her status as a prominent figure in the wider sports landscape. While playing in the NBA Global Games in Paris in January, Indiana Pacers All-Star guard Tyrese Halliburton fielded a question about Clark. "She's just an amazing person, an amazing player," he replied. "I think when it comes to the game of basketball, she's probably in the top 5 most famous people that are playing right now. Just in general, that includes our league, NBA, as well. And she handles it with such grace, and she's like such a cool person. At the end of the day, she's just a girl from Iowa who's just really good at basketball, and it's really cool to see what she does. Last season, the Fever averaged a TV audience of 1.2 million viewers per game and attracted in-person fans from all 50 states and more than 15 countries. They wanted to see No. 22 in action and experience the movement. She's like Taylor Swift 2.0, said Stephanie White, her new head.